Hello aspirants, a very warm welcome to the YouTube channel of ANALYST IAS. So our today's topic for bridge series. This is economy is our last subject for the bridge series, and today we'll be discussing questions from the year 2019. Total questions which came were 13. So basic idea bridge series का ये है ताकि आप जब एक साथ सारे questions देखेंगे 15 to 22, then you can self analyze that UPSC किस पैटर्न में क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा है, किस फील्ड से ज्यादा पूछता है, कहां से नहीं. Question 1. In a given year in India, official poverty lines are higher in some states than in others because poverty rates vary from state to state, price levels vary from state to state, gross state product varies from state to state, quality of public distribution varies from state to state. Pause the video, try to attempt. Now let's see the answer. So correct answer to this is B. Quoting a planning commission report for 2011-12. So प्राइस लेवल में जब डिफरेंस होता है स्टेट टू स्टेट में, ये ऑफिशियल पॉवर्टी लाइंस किसी स्टेट में हायर होती हैं, कम होती हैं. इसका पॉवर्टी रेट स्टेट टू स्टेट में वेरी नहीं करता, वो एक ही होता है. ग्रॉस स्टेट प्रोडक्ट का भी इससे कोई रिलेशन नहीं है. क्वालिटी ऑफ पब्लिक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, इससे भी इसका कोई लिंक नहीं है, बट स्टिल वील रीड. सो फॉर 2011-12 फॉर द रूरल एरियाज, द नेशनल पॉवर्टी लाइन यूजिंग द तेंदुलकर मेथोडोलॉजी is estimated at rupees 816 per capita per month and 1000 per capita in the urban areas. Thus, for a family of 5, the all India poverty lines in terms of consumption expenditure would amount to about 4080 per month in rural areas and 5000 per month in the urban areas. These poverty lines would vary from state to state because interstate price difference. So this is it. Question second, the money multiplier in an economy increases with which of the following? Increase in cash reserve ratio, increase in banking habit of the people, increasing statutory liquidity ratio, increase in the population of the country. Pause the video, try to attempt. Now let's see the answer. So correct answer to this is B. Money multiplier banking habit से ज़्यादा बढ़ेगा. An increase in the reserve ratio prevents the bank from lending more money and reduces the money supply. So ratio बढ़ेगा, money supply कम हो जाएगा, money multiplier कम हो जाएगा. A and C are not your answers. Prompting the use of credit cards, taking more loans can lead to lending and re-lending of the money, same money supply several times, increasing the money multiplier. So this is what money multiplier is. And even if this increases, option D, and the banks reduce their lending, it may not increase the money multiplier. Population zaruri nahi hai, direct factor nahi hua. So your correct answer is B. Question 3. Consider the following statements. The Reserve Bank of India recent directives relating to storage of payment system data, popularly known as data decap command on the payment system provides does that they shall ensure that entire data relating to payment system operated by them are stored within India only. They shall ensure that the systems are owned and operated by public sector enterprises. They shall submit the consolidated system audit report to Comptroller and Auditor General of India by the end of each calendar year. Pause the video, try to answer. Now let's see the answer. So correct answer to this is A is your correct answer. All the systems providers shall ensure that the entire data relating to the payment systems operated by them are stored within India only. And this data should include the full end-to-end transaction details, information collected, carried, processed as a part of the message payment instruction. For the foreign leg of the transaction, if any, the data can be stored in a foreign country if required, just for the foreign investments. Now CAG is not involved here. System providers shall submit system audit report on the completion of the requirement at above. The audit should be conducted in certain auditors. So CAG यहाँ पे involved है नहीं. Your answer is A. Question 4. Which of the following is not the most likely measure the government or RBI takes to stop the slide of money? रुपया जब गिरता है, value कम होने लगती है. Curbing imports of non-essential goods and promoting exports. Encouraging Indian borrowers to issue rupee-dominated masala bonds. Easing conditions relating to external commercial borrowing, or following an expansionary monetary policy. Pause the video, try to answer. Now let's see the answer. So it is not the most. So your correct answer is D. जब पैसा गिर रहा होता है तो सरकार मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी को ज़्यादा एक्सपेंस नहीं करेगी, ज़्यादा और मनी पब्लिक में नहीं देगी. This would option A, this curbing the imports. this would help control imports and thus depreciation of the rupee. It will help. मसाला बॉन्ड रुपी डोमिनेटेड बॉन्ड होते हैं जो फॉरेन मार्केट्स में रिलीज होते हैं, सो ये फॉरेन करेंसी लेकर आएंगे एंड इट विल हेल्प to curb the slide of the rupee. Easing these ECBs will lead to higher borrowing abroad and would temporarily bridge the deficit of forex in India, preventing the slide of rupee. Expansionary जो monetary policy है, it may lead to lower interest rate होंगे, ज़्यादा लोग लोन लेंगे, ज़्यादा पैसा खर्च होगा, इन्फ्लेशन और बढ़ जाएगा और पैसा और ज़्यादा गिरने लगेगा. So this is wrong. That is why it is your correct answer. Question 5. Consider the following statements. Purchasing power parity exchange rates are calculated by comparing the prices of the same baskets of the goods and services in different countries in terms of PPP, purchasing power parity. India is the 6th largest economy in the world. Pause the video, read one answer. Now let's see the answer. So your correct answer to this is A is your correct answer. It is a theory which states that exchange rates between currencies are in equilibrium when their purchasing power is the same in each of the two countries. This means that the exchange between two countries should equal the ratio of the two countries' price level of a fixed basket of goods and services. So your statement first is correct. And second, on this basis, China is the world's largest economy in the 2018, followed by the United States, and India was at the 3rd position, not at the 6th. With reference to the India's 5-year plans, which of the following statement is correct? From the second 5-year plan, there was a determined thrust towards substitution of basic and capital good industries. The 4th 5-year plan adopted the objective of correcting the earlier trend of increased concentration of wealth and economic power. In the 5th 5-year plan, for the first time, the financial sector was included as an integral part of the plan. Select the correct answer using the code given below. Pause the video, try to answer. Now let's see the answer. So your correct answer to this is B is your correct answer, which is statement second only. Statement first says the second financial year plan was influenced by the Nehru Mahalanobis plan, leaning towards heavy industry. Nehru heavy industry की तरफ ही lean थे. So there was no substitution of the capital goods or basic industry. First is incorrect. For the statement second, the preface of the 4th financial plans, a sense of involvement or participation by the people as a whole is vital for the success of any plan of rapid economic growth. So people participation necessary. This can only be evoked by securing social justice, by reducing disparities of income and wealth among the people, and by redressing regional imbalancing. The 4th plan thus provides a necessary corrective to the earlier trend, which helped particularly the stronger sections in agriculture as well as in industry to enable them rapidly to enlarge and diversify the production base. In the long run, the full potential of the growth cannot be realized unless the energies of all our people are put to profitable for us. So the correct answer is second. Question 7. Which of the following is issued by registered foreign portfolio investors to overseas investors who want to be part of Indian stock market without registering themselves directly? Certificate of deposit, commercial paper, promissory note, participatory note. Now let's see the answer. So correct answer to this is D is your correct answer. Participatory notes are overseas derivative instruments that have Indian stocks as their underlying assets. They allow foreign investors to buy stock listed on the Indian exchange without being registered. The instrument gained popularity as the FII to avoid the formalities of registration and to remain anonymous. इसमें फॉरेन इन्वेस्टर्स जो हैं वो बिना सेबी के साथ रजिस्टर किए बाहर के ही बैंक से शेयर्स खरीद लेते हैं. वो इंडियन स्टॉक मार्केट से खरीद लेगा क्योंकि वो रजिस्टर्ड होता है. अब जो ये फॉरेनर्स होते हैं ये उसको एक थर्ड पार्टी को भी बेच सकते हैं. सो दिस इज व्हाट पार्टिसिपेटरी नोट इज. Question 8. In the context of India, which of the following factors are contributors to reducing the risk of currency crisis? The foreign currency earnings of India's IT sector, increasing the government expenditure, remittances from Indians abroad. Select the correct answer using the code given below. Pause the video, try to answer. Now let's see the answer. So your correct answer to this is B is your correct answer, which is 1 and 3. Both are correct. रिस्क ऑफ करेंसी क्राइसिस, अगेन इसमें पैसा गिर रहा है, इस तरीके से आप मान सकते हैं. सो गवर्नमेंट एक्सपेंडिचर इंक्रीज नहीं होगा. एक क्वेश्चन हम इससे पहले देख चुके हैं. सो यू कैन रिमूव द सेकंड एंड यू गेट योर आंसर इज दिस. नाउ लेट्स सी. If a country has a strong export performance, a currency crisis is difficult to occur since statement first lead to greater, ज़्यादा एक्सपोर्ट होगा तो ज़्यादा बाहर का पैसा इंडिया में आएगा तो करेंसी डिप्रिशिएट नहीं होगी, करेंसी क्राइसिस नहीं होगा. गवर्नमेंट का एक्सपेंडिचर में एक्चुअली इंक्रीज इम्पोर्ट एंड इट विल एडवर्सली अफेक्ट द करेंसी क्राइसिस. यूजुअली austerity in the public spending is one of the measures prescribed to contain a foreign exchange or a currency crisis. Third says greater flow of the remittances would help avert the currency crisis since greater inflow of the foreign remittances जो बाहर रहने वाले इंडियन से वो जब भारत में पैसा भेजते हैं, that is foreign remittances. So it will also raise the demand of the domestic currency. Question 9. Which of the following is not included in the assets of a commercial bank in India? Advance, deposit, investments, money at call and short notice. Pause the video, try to answer. Now let's see the answer. So correct answer to this is B. Deposit bank की liability होती है, asset नहीं. Deposits liability होते हैं commercial bank के. Since it must be returns, क्योंकि इसको return ही करना पड़ेगा तो एक liability हो गई. Loans हो गए, advances हो गए, investment हो गए, and these are the largest component, the asset side of the bank's balance sheet. After loans and advances as per the RBI report, so assets of a commercial bank in India are cash in hand हो गया, investment हो गया, loans हो गए, advance हो गए, bill discounted purchased हो गए, while liabilities हो गया वो capital reserves हो गया, deposits हो गया, borrowings हो गया, ये सारे liabilities हो जाते हैं. Question 10. Consider the following statements. Most of the India's external debt is owned by the government entities. All of India's external debt is denominated in the US dollars. Which of the statements are correct? Pause the video, try to answer. Now let's see the answer. So your correct answer to this is D is your correct answer. As the largest portion of this ECBs or external commercial borrowings, bilateral debt is the money India owns to foreign governments, and multilateral debt is the money owned by international financial institutions such as ABD, IMF. So clearly they are not the large chunks. Moreover, this statement is incorrect. It's not correct, and this is very extreme. All of India's external debt is denominated in US dollars, so no, it's not denominated in US dollars. So और भी काफ़ी चीज़ें जैसे Japanese yen, euro, special drawing rights वगैरह. So this is what it is. So correct answer is D. Both are incorrect. Question 11. The economic cost of food grains to the Food Corporation of India is minimum support price and bonuses, if any, paid to the farmers, plus transportation cost only, interest cost only, procurement incidentals and distribution cost, procurement incidentals and charges of the godowns. Pause the video, try to answer. Now let's see the answer. So correct answer to this is C is your correct answer. The economic cost of food grain procured by the FCI is a total of the MSP and the bonus paid to the farmers plus the procurement incidentals and distribution cost. The procurement incidentals are initial cost incurred during procurement of the food grains. The distribution costs include freight, handling charges, storage cost in the godowns, and loss during the transits. So the correct answer to this is C. Question 12. The chairman of the public sector banks are selected by Banks Board Bureau, Reserve Bank of India, Union Finance Ministry, or management of concerned bank. Pause the video, try to answer. Now let's see the answer. So correct answer to this is Banks Board Bureau ये काम करता है और ये FSIB से अब इसको replace कर दिया गया है. This is FSIB. अब वो insurance sector में भी ये चीजें कर सकता है. Now, in order to improve the governance public sector banks, the government intends to set up autonomous bank board bureau, जो अब FSIB है. The bureau will research and select heads of public sector banks, and now when it is FSIB, ये insurance sector में भी select कर सकता है उसके heads को at different ages. Now, question 13, last question of today's video. What was the purpose of inter-creditor agreement signed by the Indian banks and financial institutions recently to lessen the government of India's perennial burden of fiscal deficit and current account deficit, to support infrastructure projects of central and state governments, to act as independent regulator in the case of applications of loan of 50 crore or more, to aim at faster resolution of stressed assets or more which are under consortium lending? Pause the video, try to answer. Now let's see the answer. So correct answer to this is D is your correct answer. The intercreditor agreement was aimed at the resolution of loan accounts with a size of 50 crore and above that are under the control of group of leaders. ये एक सशक्त प्लान का पार्ट था जो गवर्नमेंट ने अप्रूव किया था बैड लोन्स की प्रॉब्लम को रिजॉल्व करने के लिए. So this was all about today's video and session. Thank you. Have a nice day.